Welcome back. So, as the sounds of the creatures die away, the bulkheads all slowly close, leaving you guys secured in this room. Panting and breathing hard, you look around at each other with half the dead body of one of these creatures in the room.
I'm shuffling around the room, placing words upon the ground. Listen. Quiet. Shit. Dwarves.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
I would like to examine the half body of everything.
Go ahead.
I'd like to give
Investigation.
Jed a hand to help him back up. I'm assuming that seems still.
I think Harakai already helped him up. He's back on his feet. He was shooting at the thing.
I thought Jed was
A 9.
It looks disgusting, and you can clearly tell that it's a body of a dwarf.
Does it have mucus on it?
It's covered in some kind of biomass fluid.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's a sticky mucus.
If I got enough, can I cover myself with it?
I want to check the vent above us. Like, is it just like a flap that's open, or is it torn open?
It's been torn open. The grate is on the ground in the room.
Harakai's discharged his shield from the opening of the thing, and he's just wiped down Raz with a cloth to get up any mucus, and he's just leaning on his shield at the moment, staring at Bjorn.
I will have diplomacy. You can tell me when 10 minutes are.
Carla, do you want to do anything?
not a thing.
Tense 10 minutes go by as you guys keep an eye out and ear, listening for any other approaching creatures. And you let out a sigh of relief as Bjorn places the last rune and the dome forms around you guys. So I did say I survived a day and a half by staying quiet, Jed says. Real quiet.
Shelly shakes his head at Harakai.
Harakai shakes his head at Bjorn.
What?
What the hell is that?
What do you mean? Huh?
I mean, you two just watching Daario.
You're the idiot who started screaming out loud.
Because Daario was about to get attacked because you sent him out.
I told him to come back. I told him, he didn't listen. Alright?
You shouldn't have sent him out in the first place.
You should have said something if you had a problem with it.
You should have told me.
You were right there. We're all in the same. We don't have time for this. We don't have time. I know where he is. He's at the obelisk that I've been telling you about. Right? I spiked that thing's mind. And the hive mind took me to its core. I saw with 100 eyes at once. He is at the obelisk.
What did it look like around it?
The obelisk?
No, its surroundings. Maybe I might know where it is.
It seemed to be in some sort of courtyard, perhaps.
Jed already
I
said
think
it
we
was in
called
the
the
ship of
memory.
admirals.
Ah, yeah.
Hundreds of dwarves circle the thing.
And you saw like flesh and mucus all around this. It was unrecognizable, like whatever room it originally was is unrecognizable. As the walls are covered with a living flesh, pumping fluid like veins and stuff. It is under. Yeah, it's not out in the open. It is a room with a ceiling.
Does Harakai know roughly where it is in relation to us?
It's in the middle of the city if it is the ship of the Admiral. So it would be, directly from you guys, it would be a few hours journey,
Holy mo-
3-4 hours journey
Got there like super quick.
north of you guys, or northeast of you guys.
So you're saying this thing all acts as one mind?
Yes, that's what I've been saying all along.
Hey, can someone give me a leg up? Totally just staring up at the vent.
Why?
I just want to check something.
What?
I saw something in these vents before.
Mm-hmm. So
Just
how,
help me up. I'm not going far.
How are you gonna check?
By looking. Drea, can I borrow your knife?
Didn't you just see them take away Daario? do you not care, cousin? Right?
What do you think I'm checking for?
What are you checking?
Oh, maybe there's some hidden fairy up there. What do you think I'm
You're
looking
a
for?
fucking idiot.
Look, can someone give me a leg up or not?
Judd turns to you.
I'm glad you're back. Drea. I hold out my hand.
Shouldn't be glad. About to get him killed.
Dre
Shut
gives me
up,
her
cousin.
dagger, but it's got like mucus hole in it.
Alright.
Wait. Before you do this, just think. He said be
I always
quiet.
think. Shh.
He said be quiet. You're going to open a vent that's made of metal.
I'm not
where the
talking
monsters
anything.
come out.
No, it's torn open.
Yeah, what creature came out?
Well, what did you think?
I'm just saying be quiet.
Shit.
Let's go.
Alright.
Puts his palms together, facing up. Takes your foot and struggles up, and you only need a bit of a foot up before you can reach it and pull yourself up the rest of the way. Do you want to go in, or are you just pulling yourself up?
Just pulling myself up. Yeah.
You're
Does
stick
my
your
dome reach up through them?
barely. You pull your head through, and you see, similar to what Bjorn saw in that room, flesh covering either side of it, veins pumping, pulsating as they all pump together, and the direction they're pumping is through the vents, away from you guys.
Okay.
It's almost alive, and you touch it, and the flesh moves.
Okay. Can I take the knife? And I just want to slice one. Just like
One of the
run
veins or
knife
something?
down the vein. Yeah.
You slowly drag it across, mucus, blood, and something that's been digested just pulls out, oozing out of it. It's a wretched smell as it fills the vent, leaking out of it, before you watch, and the flesh almost moves up to the vein, stitching it back together, closing it back up.
Bjorn, you might want to see this. I say, sort of pulling myself down. Come here. I pat Jed on the shoulder and put my hands out for Bjorn to come.
Oh my
It might make more sense to you.
This better be good.
Just come here.
I do.
I give him Drea's knife
Mm-hmm.
and push him up.
You see the same thing. Would you like to make a check to see if you can make an investigation check? 19? Good roll. You look both ways in the vent, and you remember seeing these same kind of veiny things, thin and small, but anywhere there was a dead body, they were almost reaching towards it. They were very thin and small, hidden in the pipework when you guys were first coming in. but you discern that it's almost feeding on any live human or biomass here and pumping it through to a destination. And as you kind of watch and, you know, remember outside and where they were pumping, it's all pumping in the same direction. Most likely towards that room.
Alright, let me down.
I'll bring you down slowly.
Is there a way we can find Daario through there?
It's a living organism. Searching for more life to consume.
Did you see how it was all pumping one way?
Yes,
What do you make of it?
it's towards the obelisk. Must be. So it's reaching out. These creatures, these organisms are reaching out to find more and more life to feed back to the core. Maybe growing something even worse.
So could it take us to where Daario is?
Well, that's the good news, yes, we could follow it.
But we die, right?
Can we
Yes,
damage
the
it as we
weapons.
go?
Can we damage it?
From here, if it's all one living organism.
I'm sure it'll send its creatures to defend itself. Not going to defeat it. It's spread out amongst this whole city, well, as far as we know. Hitting one vein won't kill it.
As this is going on, Dre would just like to investigate the gamma body. Is it blind? Like, can I tell?
It has eyes, and you can clearly see it looking at you. But make another investigation check.
I'm gonna, if you can let me up there again.
15.
You can tell by in combat and, you know, the way the eyes are slit that it uses other senses more than sight. Smell and hearing more than sight.
Back up there, I'm gonna cut my palm and just hold it, not on it, but within a distance of it.
Your blood slowly drips off your palm and falls on the flesh. And immediately you can see, as soon as it touches it, these veins reach out slowly to it, thin into the pool of blood, and absorb it like a root. And you can watch your blood getting absorbed to these veins, going to larger veins, back up to the main larger vein, and pumps through as it bulges through.
There's an old trick we hunters use when we fight something that consumes blood. Poison the blood. It's potentially the only chance of hurting it.
But first we need to try and use it to get to Daario before we do that, right? I mean, what stops it from devouring the other creatures? Does it...
Are the other creatures drained?
What other creatures?
Like the dwarves that get turned into the...
No, but you do remember that one of them attacked Thalion and almost did the same thing to Thalion, taking like flesh, blood and bone from him, sucking it in and morphing it into its own.
My theory is that these veins reach out directly from the obelisk, or a core at least, whereas those creatures, part of this organism has latched upon what was left of the dwarves and is able to control them, feeding back to the core. Do you understand?
Wait, so are you saying if we get rid of this or damage this, it could...
Lead directly back to the core. Now if we had the hive mind, the core, and the rest could fall. similar to Jack and the skeletons.
Why would it choose to take Daario rather than feeding?
Perhaps whatever it is at the core prefers to consume it there. I don't know.
Which you saw in that brief, as part of that investigation check, trying to remember again what you saw. Those dwarves that were around were all almost melded into the floor, part of the flesh of the floor. And all thick veins led up to the obelisk, and you could see that around it, it was almost forming like an oval around it with veins and flesh pumping from these dwarves.
Something's happening there, but I don't understand it. I'm gonna just drip some blood on the necro that's on the ground.
Drips on him, but nothing.
Do the veins look different on this thing?
No, it looks very similar. Almost constructed from the same kind of...
But the veins are not moving.
On the necromorph that's dead? No. Not anymore, at least.
Do the necros have that mucus on the outside of them as well, or is it just the insides?
It's like they're so messy and disgusting that it's everywhere. It's like you think it's probably coming from the inside, but it's like their flesh is so torn and contorted and stretched that it's like leaking out everywhere on them.
If we do this, which I think is madness, we are clearly going to die. I don't want to die, but I think our best shot is becoming one of them. They look blind. We use this mucus on ourselves for the scent, and we're quiet. It's the best chance of getting Daario. We're going undetected until we can damage the roots.
I'm no expert, says Judd, but when the other clan's realm jumped, this was a small problem. It was... We only heard about these attacks, and they slowly grew and grew in number. Now, let me get the name. Arvin's theory was that they jumped through. In the split second that they realm jumped, a few were able to come through. What about if only a few made it through, and their plan is to bring the rest through? A portal.
A portal made of flesh. Could such a thing be real?
I'm just a kid, to be honest.
Have I heard of anything like that? I start like wrecking my brain.
Make a history check with advantage.
That is a 19 slightly cocked, but even on the low roll, would you say history? On the low roll, dirty 20. If you take my slightly cocked one, it's 26.
There's all manner of ways to bring in demons that, with your monster hunting background, blood magic, dark magic, necromancy, there's all kinds of ways. It doesn't seem completely out of the realm that's exactly what's happening here. You could think of at least 100 different ways in your head to bring in demons right now, or that you've seen weird rituals, virgins cut up and placed in weird circles to create a portal.
Alright. So we're dealing with a interrealm species that plans to invade with the rest of its folk and consume all life within our realm. Sounds pretty much right, yeah?
Now the body's not chaos or anything, is it?
Could you drop some mucus in the vents? Sorry, could you speak up?
Alright, fine. Lucas?
Could you give me a hand?
Sure. Who's where you at?
Just some mucus.
Oh, yeah. It's plenty here. She gives you the whole arm.
Thanks. Daario. Like, help me out.
You know you're quite heavy. Oh, hurry up.
Muscle is denser than fat, mate. No. I'll slap the arm on top.
You wetly place the arm on the flesh, and as soon as it touches it, once again the thin roots slowly make their way to the arm, and this time they grow a little bit before touching the arm, and you can just notice just on the edge of them, almost like a circular mouth, teeth like a leech that latch on to the arm. And within 60 seconds, this thing is covered in veins and almost brought in slowly into the flesh as it starts sucking it back through to the main veins, pumping it through.
The whole arm?
Yeah.
Is it getting ripped apart? Or?
It's not getting ripped apart, it's more getting digested and like sucked through, like from the inside out.
Alright, so it takes flesh as well.
So that's definitely a no-go then.
Lucas didn't do shit.
That was a good idea. At least for the creepy stuff.
Are you done up there?
The poison that you mentioned earlier.
Yes. Agreed. Yes, Kyla, poison. That's a good idea, right? But we don't know what poisons it. Or do we?
Well, we got a
Yes.
body that we can experiment with.
Do we have the time though? I mean, it's all fun and games, trying to work out what makes these things tick. But in the meantime, Jared will come back through those doors with an extra pair of arms. Should have rested when I said.
Yeah, but you sent Daario out.
Are joking, right?
No, I'm not.
You're the one that sent Daario out, and Daario was gullible enough to follow. those
Hold on.
instructions.
Are you saying that I
Hey,
manipulated
Daario!
him?
Oh, and he does a no quote. Go get that body for me. Was that not what you said? Oh,
Sure.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Do you know what? Well, there's no point correcting any of you, because what I can tell from this group is that all of you act rationally. Rashly. And find it so easy to blame others around you for your own mistakes.
Says the guy.
So, my father, you failed him, right? Did anyone save him? Didn't he sacrifice himself for you? Twice?
Wait,
Who was your other friend? Athos?
wait. Bold is alive? Is he dead?
Oh, yes. Oh, no, he's the ever-chosen now. Because of this group here.
Didn't you want to kill him?
Talk
Yeah,
about
please.
blaming others. You're quite done.
I'm sorry, did I ask any of you to come to my rescue?
You can leave.
Unbelievable. What was the other guy? Athos? Isn't that your friend? Yes?
Look,
Athos?
could you please shut up?
Was that your fault?
Could you shut up?
Wasn't it a sacrifice?
Shut up!
Think about your actions. You're the one who charged in here without thinking about
You're
the
the
rest
one
of
who
us.
sent Daario and now he's captured.
Wait,
We are here
We
because
need-
of you, Harakai.
yeah, we should probably be quiet.
I spend 10 minutes over there, and then we come up with a plan. You can all keep wagging your tongues for all it's worth. All I know is I have lost respect. You are no leader.
Neither are you.
Respect is earned. Bjorn.
Shut up!
Oh, you
Shut up!
Everyone's had enough of you here.
Oh my god. Honestly,
You know what?
Honestly-
You sit in your little dome. Harakai. Let's go get Daario.
how?
Oh, shut up.
Oh my god.
Nobody's right. How?
We should probably all shut up. I'm just saying.
Start 10 minutes, which was good.
Whew, well, that was awkward, yeah. Says Jed to nobody but everybody in the room.
I'm sorry you had to find out about Boulder that way.
So wait, he's alive or is he dead?
He's changed.
But he's alive. That's
Not-
good.
Not quite.
Oh.
See, during the Chronicles of Champions, he sacrificed himself to save us. And in order to do so, he had to dwell in chaos.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
No.
Did you get your sister at least?
Yeah. I told her all about you guys.
He kind of stands up a little bit taller.
Someday when we get out of here, I really like you, Peter.
Yeah, I'd like that. Do you guys always fight like this? He leans in close.
Yeah.
Thought we were, family. All that Bodo was preaching. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like ever since Boda died, like, he was the glue to this party. And we've lost that structure now.
Right. It's all right, guys. He turns around and addresses the party. We'll be all right if we stick together, just like Boda always said. And he kind of just weakly, all right, just walks over to a corner of the room and just turns around and just starts poking random pipes in the wall.
After 10 minutes, I cast my Infinity Steed.
The steed roars into life into the middle of the room. Jed half turns, pulling out his sword. Whose horse is that?
It's mine.
Sweet.
I'll get on.
Guys,
Guys, still with me?
we all hopping on? Do you have horses for us?
Silent. Remember? I didn't think a horse is gonna be very silent.
Come on, Trey.
Are you gonna kill Boba?
One day.
I'm really confused.
See you guys on the other side.
Wait, I don't think we should be splitting up.
Look,
I'll give
What are
you
you
10
doing?
minutes to gather your things.
what are you
The
doing?
dome leaves when I do.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing?
Know your way out.
Where are you going? we have the same goals. We both want to save Daario.
I don't trust you. I don't respect you.
It doesn't matter.
You can tag along.
Okay. What's your plan?
You can tag along, Kyla. I'm not answering any questions.
Okay, let's go.
No, look, this is stupid. Like,
Yes, being here is stupid. But now I have to fix your mistake.
I told you didn't have to come. Look, the matter of the fact is that we're all people here. Whether you think you're better than us or not, we're all just people and we all want to save Daario. So could you please...
Every word that comes out of your mouth is utter bullshit. Do you understand?
Well, you just can't face the fact that you're human like the
Let's
rest
go,
of
guys.
us.
Quiet.
Running out of time. Pack your shit.
I honestly can't believe you. You're really gonna do this?
Doesn't answer.
Please just think logically.
Thalion opens the door.
Close the door.
I've had enough of this dome of self-pity.
For God's sake.
I'll get in myself.
Yes.
Thalion.
Follow that idiot.
Thalion, come back. Thalion.
I'm walking down the hall.
Thalion, come back.
Still walking.
For God's sake. Is that still
Which way, Harakai?
Just wait. Look, do you want us to call you leader or something? Like, what do you want from us?
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Okay.
We followed you here. You're an absolute idiot.
I told you didn't have to come.
You don't understand. You made me promise. And I promised to have your back. If you promise
I
to get
didn't.
mine.
I didn't make you do anything.
Thalion's gonna start clearing the rubble.
It'll take you 4 minutes.
A minute, didn't you say?
Yeah,
1
but
minute for
it's
5 foot.
4. It's 20 by 20, so it's 4.
I bet the only
squares.
reason we're here is because of you.
I can't admit that because I literally told
Because
you.
you're a stubborn dwarf.
I
Just
told
like the
you.
rest of your kin.
You know what? Now I understand certain sections of the code. They
Start
say
walking out.
we don't deal with the manlings because as soon as you need them, they turn their back on you. So go, run away from your problems. And he just starts cursing in Dwarvish and walks with them.
And while you're cursing, Jed's just wincing as he understands some words.
I'm gonna
Which way are you going?
that way. I'm gonna start
Or
clearing
which
the
way
rubble.
is Bjorn going? Well, which way?
The direction of the obelisk.
Okay, so it's pumping up that way. So Thalion's up that way currently, but I mean, like this place is made. You could take this path and then circle back up.
From here?
Yeah, or
To wait for him.
or this door. I'm saying even that. Guys, Harakai.
Jed, I don't understand it either. We should all be together, right?
Yep.
So, hit the button, waiting for the door to open.
Opens up, revealing the bloody organs of the thing that was getting hacked at the door. Obviously, you cut the ropes first. Carlos ropes.
stop there for a bit. Do you have a plan? Do you have a plan?
Well, I was trying to think of one, but then obviously you started walking the other way. And what I've been trying to say is if we think together, surely we can come up with something. Like a team. Or a family.
I mean, we could get together with Arvin and Yavil and,
Exactly.
you know, strength in numbers.
How far?
How far, Harakai?
Half day?
Oh, half day to the ship of admirals, probably like an hour and a half to Barracks Sylph and the den, but you can't access it until you connect it all up.
It's about an hour's travel, but I don't know which systems are working or not working.
Let's go get it, take the airship.
We won't be able to dock it. But does this mean we are working together?
They've got a lot of booze in the den.
I'll get up to the folks. And I'll walk up to you. And I'll say, the strength of the wolf is the pack. And the strength of the pack is the wolf.
Only you were thinking that straight 5 minutes ago.
I have been. From the start. You ignored me.
I didn't
I
even
was giving you sound advice and you ignored me time and time again. I will not work in a pack that doesn't work together.
I'll tag along to
No.
the story.
Shut the fuck up. Right.
Whoa.
You
Hey.
two.
Hey, he's part of my clan, alright?
It's mutual respect. I don't think I'm better than anyone. Alright? I followed you, Harakai.
Because you wanted to. I gave you the option.
Yes, I wanted to follow you.
Is the rubble clear?
Mm-hmm.
I'll look back to see if you're coming.
Right,
I'll give you a nod.
Valiant,
Right, are you?
just wait.
I start climbing over the rubble.
Valiant, what? For God's sake.
It's not you.
Look,
Hunting party operates as one.
yeah, I'm trying my best.
And listen when people give you advice. It's not about why we followed you, or if we had a choice or not. The fact is we're here, and we're listening to you as you should be listening to us. And as that fucking idiot keeps fucking everything up, and nobody stops him.
Look, I'm sorry.
Just to clarify, I don't know what I fucked up here, but sure.
You're the one who's loud.
No.
Look, I'm sorry if I've done something wrong. It wasn't intentional, but just imagine for a second being in my shoes. You come back to your home, and everyone you know is dead in front of you.
I understand, or at least I try to, right? But how would you feel if the rest of us die? At your hands as well, Daario's probably already gone.
He's the one that sent him to his death.
We are here because of you. You wanna lead?
I don't want to lead. I haven't been trying to.
You either lead and take on the full responsibility, or you listen to everyone and we act together as one. There's no other way that this will work.
Look, how about we come to a mutual agreement? I'll try to listen to you more. If you try to show some sympathy and respect to us. Because look, it's clear that you think I haven't been respecting you, and I think you haven't been respecting me. So, we can survive. Let's figure something out. Right? I'll listen to you.
Alright,
You listen to me.
I have been.
This conversation's gone on too long.
Alright, I'll never shake your hand.
You know, if Boulder would see us right now, he'd be ashamed.
Can we stop mentioning Boulder? I'm sorry, I'm really, really sorry, but fuck that guy.
I don't know what this lady's problem is. But Boulder was our friend, our lord, our father. He'd be ashamed of all of us. He raises his voice. So you can reach you, Thalion. We didn't become the Four Swords and join the Fate Chosen to see it tear itself apart. Now, can we stop being cunts and band together and find a way out of this shithole?
Man, I've missed you. So the plan is get to Arvin, strength in numbers.
We have the time.
Not sure. But if we walk into there without numbers, we'll probably be walking to our grave. I mean, it is the heart, like you said. Surely they wouldn't leave it unprotected.
If I go back to the Necro, it's on the ground, and there's another wine silver, will I be able to get another glimpse?
Not from that.
Okay, what about the veiny flesh and stuff?
Maybe you should try it.
Oh.
Is that, do I have to go to the vent every time? Is that me on the ground? I could...
Yeah, but outside in the hole and stuff.
No.
Like smaller veins.
I can't leave the dome, but otherwise it goes out. Ready in the room?
Actually, you can see slowly now, if you look back up, they're crawling from the vent on the wall and slowly snaking their way to the body on the ground of the necromorph.
Alright. I try that.
There's a high pitched buzzing in your ear once again, and you feel the whole thing, because the attack does damage, doesn't it? You feel the whole thing repulse as it echoes through everything that's connected to it, and you see 100 different visions. It's paining you, but you try to hold on for as long as you can. You see everywhere in vents spread out across the city, and then it all comes back down to the middle, where you see veins stretching, so the obelisk in the middle, an oval of flesh around it, with now veins stretching and connecting to each other via the obelisk. And as they touch, the whole thing begins to vibrate. You see dwarves on the ground that aren't connected to it, up, their eyes rolled back. And as you see through all their eyes, you come face to face with Daario as he's placed down on the flesh. He seems to be out of it. And then your eyes revert back to the obelisk, and something's happening. It's coming alive. And then you slip through it into another realm, and you see thousands, millions of these creatures all staring back at you, waiting at the edge of the portal. One large beast, almost like the mothership. It knows you. It senses you. And with a chilling thought, you pull yourself away from it. They're all coming for you. And that's where we end tonight's session.
Holy
For me? Like in particular?
You heard the order in your head while you was connected to it. To hunt you down. There's an intruder among the hive mind.
What about Daario? Like, do I understand what's happening there? Like, do we have time?
You have time. He seems to be out, but he seems to be getting connected to the portal to fuse his flesh and blood.
Is that gonna happen? Like, can I figure out, like, just watching the rapid extensions of the arms and stuff, if it's gonna happen within 10 minutes, an hour, a week?
Less than a week, but more than a couple of days, 3 days, more than 3 days at least. You see all eye, like as that thing gives the order, you see through hundreds of eyes around the sky city, they all turn to look in your direction.
When I get out of it, what condition am I in?
You're cold and sweaty,
Am I still standing?
barely. Ears buzzing, nose bleeding.
Oh, jeez.
4 points damage. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Welcome. Come back next week. And we'll see what happens.
Oh my god.
Fuck!
That was stressful.
Hey guys, my name's Cody, also known as Daario. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a like and your comment from your favourite moment from today. And remember, as always, spread the mythic word.